Hi everyone, today I'm going to show you how to make these beads and these using paper, a glue stick, a toothpick, and a pair of scissors. Other optional materials include paint and a clear sealant like Mod Podge. There are many ways you could decide to personalize these beads, make them your own. They're simple and you can make them in a few different sizes if you want. As you can see, I have some larger ones here, and these purple ones are a little bit smaller. Yeah, they can make very nice little gifts, necklaces, just fun to do when you're at home during this hot summer. All right, so let's get started on the project.
If you choose, you can print, color, draw, or otherwise decorate one side of the paper before you start making the beads. If you want to use spray paint or glitter, apply those after you make the beads. First, you need to draw the template, which is a simple triangle. These beads I measured 1-inch intervals across the bottom of the paper and marked at the 1/2 inch at the top. Draw a line connecting the marks at the top and bottom of the paper, as you see here. If you choose to, you can make smaller beads by decreasing the size of the intervals at the bottom and top. For example, marking every 1/2 inch at the bottom and 1/4 inch at the top. Once you are done, cut out all of the triangles along the lines drawn. Take your time to cut evenly and don't hurt yourself. Here's a close-up of the lines drawn. Once all of the pieces are cut, you can roll them into beads. To do this, apply glue, preferably from a glue stick, at the back or undecorated side of the paper. You can use different things found around your house to roll them up. One thing most people have is a toothpick. Place the toothpick at the bottom of the triangle and roll the paper up slowly from its base as shown. Take your time rolling it up, making sure it's nice and even. You may need to apply the glue in sections as you roll it up, all the way to the point. Sorry, the process came out of frame here a little bit. You may need to be generous with the glue to really make sure the point sticks. And there it is, all rolled up. Now you can see the decorated side is the color of the bead. And you can slip it right off. If you choose to, you can use a sealant like Mod Podge over the bead to give it shine and more stability. Be careful which surface you work on because glue will leave a residue.
So that's it. These are really simple and are a great way to repurpose old scrap paper and magazines in something unique to you and beautiful. These were made using old magazines and then spray painted. It gave them a nice shine and also kind of finished off the outside, making it a bit more durable. These were painted using watercolor paint prior to cutting them up. It's a little bit easier if you're going to do a whole sheet of paper, one particular color or design. And then these were sealed with Mod Podge, gave them a bit more durability, finished off the edges afterwards. So now go try this project out, get creative, and here's another look at the finished project. Bye!